Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So we really need to keep an eye on this weekly close just here. Okay, it does need to close above these key levels of resistance, primarily the 20 EMA. You can see right now we're running into it. Now we have got 2 days and 14 hours left before that close. So let's keep an eye on this. If we can close outside of this red line as well, this is a nice little statement from Bitcoin. You get coiled up here, and then eventually you pop up and break out and retrace to this high. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. We're looking for this retracement, aren't we? At the minute, you can see we consistently run into the 382 as resistance. Okay, so we're not really starting this retracement at the moment, and if we do consistently keep hitting that as resistance, then yeah, you're going to continue and you're going to come down, you're going to roll, retesting these lows, and if you do start to lose them, you're going to come down even further, potentially retesting them lows. Okay, but it's not happening yet, and we trade on confirmation. But right now, this is a nice little breakout this week. You know, if we can get the closes above this resistance, this red line, and these EMAs as well, that would be absolutely golden. Okay, so are there any patterns that I'm seeing at the moment that's you know, saying we're looking at more upside? Well, basically, if we do close outside this red line, that gives you a technical breakout target of a pennant, basically, and a horizontal. If we take a look at this, you can see that your breakout target, if you do start to close outside, you would be looking at a technical target of around about 50k. And obviously, if you do start to come down and you lose this support right now, you'll be looking at a technical breakdown target of around about 31k for Bitcoin. Okay, so we trade on confirmation, don't we? But what I'm going to do is look at the daily time frame right now, you know, to see if we can see any sort of patterns that are playing out. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame, then it's actually printing something that's really exciting here. This is called a buy and go to the beach on a daily time frame from CoinsKid. Okay, now this is a really nice signal. It's a golden signal. It's a 20 crossing a 55. They are like rocking horse shit. Usually after a correction, when you start to get back above that and create that signal, fall back into its support, that's a golden entry point for those of you not already involved. Okay, I can show you in the previous correction here in the summer as well. We came down like this, big whopping rug pull, coiled up, and at that point, like I said to you, you get back above the EMAs, you fall back into the buy and go to the beach just there as support, golden entry point. I remember all the trolls on these videos as well, people saying I don't know what I'm talking about, but at that point, you know, I look at historical data and it does it. This is the way it works. You know, you get back above the EMAs, you're in an uptrend. You fall below, you're in a correction. Back above, you're in an uptrend. Below, you're in a correction. Basically, this is a correction to this low. That's all it is. Okay, it's not a bear market. You're coming down, you've corrected to this low. Now we need to see the format, the price structure of a bear market. Now a bear market structure is this retracement, dead cat bounce, start to come down, fizzle out. That's your bear market structure. Okay, this is still corrective. We're looking at a correction down to this low. We've held it like a boss, which is what we've always done in bull runs. We've always held the 1272, which is what this is. We've always ran into the 1618 as resistance and come back to the 1272, which is exactly what we've done here in this huge correction that we've been in since last year. Basically 2021, we've gone sideways, haven't we? But we've created a very strong foundation in 2021, and right now potentially we've got this very strong foundation in 2022, which we're building from and working from. Okay, but you know, there's no guarantees, obviously. You know, no one's got a crystal ball in this space. All it is price structure, support and resistance. So right now, this is beautiful. Okay, this particular pattern that Bitcoin's creating right now, and this little signal, this buy and go to the beach signal, like rocking horse shit on the daily time frame, even more so if you see one on the weekly. If you ever see one on the weekly for Bitcoin, just go all in with your life savings. Sell the kids, sell the house, sell the car. I'm only joking, by the way. Nothing I say is financial advice. Everything is for educational entertainment purposes only. But on the weekly, it's a massively powerful signal. You know, whenever you enter the bear, you know, if you get the confirmation of a bear on the weekly, which is something we've been anticipating, where the yellow line goes below the red line, basically the death cross like that on the weekly. If you see that, that's confirmation of a bear market on the weekly time frame. And if you see that on the weekly, that's confirmation of a bull market. Okay, so we've not got it on the weekly. We've avoided it. We've got a bit of an EMA repel at the moment. I'll show you exactly what we've got for those that don't know. We've got an EMA repel, and we're looking at getting back above these EMAs on the weekly, holding, closing, and that puts you back in the uptrend like you did here on the weekly time frame, which would be amazing. And it starts to signify this retracement to the all-time high here for Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful signal on the daily time frame. Okay, it's what you want to see. But right now, what's happening here is you're running into resistance basically, and you are conforming with resistance. Look, you're failing to get through this on the daily time frame. Now, what I think could happen here potentially, you may run into this resistance once more and start to come back, and everyone starts to, you know, shit themselves. But as long as you hold this buy and go to the beach signal, the 20 EMA, that could offer an amazing entry point for those of you who are not already involved in crypto and Bitcoin, because at that point, you know, all you're doing is conforming to this level of support here in a massive ascending triangle, coiling up, and potentially create an ascending triangle just there above the EMAs, because right now you're in an uptrend. On the daily time frame, you confirm the uptrend. You broke out, you've got a buy and go to the beach, a golden cross, and right now you're coiling up under resistance, so you might start to create this sort of little ascending triangle here, and you might not be looking at this big rollover that everyone's anticipating, because this technically is a fantastic reversal pattern that Bitcoin's creating. Okay, on the daily, on the weekly, on the weekly we've got a large W double bottom pattern. We're coiling up, we're looking for the break of resistance. Now this is a massive level of resistance, because I do think that once you break this resistance just here for Bitcoin, I'll show you, once you start to close above that on the daily, you're getting above all the EMAs. On the weekly, on the daily especially, you're creating golden crosses, which are like rocking all shit. The last one you broke out there, you fell back into its support, golden cross, confirmation of the uptrend, boom, 21618 impulsive break targets, which we traded all together, and we actually put a new all-time high in that event. Okay, and there was opportunity not just in Bitcoin, in lots of other coins that was posting. But anyway, that's a different story. This is a Bitcoin video. So we do need to see the close above 44554 for Bitcoin. If you close above that on the daily time frame, that's very strong. But what would be logical here for Bitcoin, okay, if you don't break that, is come back into the EMAs. Do you see these EMAs in a golden cross? Would be a fantastic entry point, okay? And if that holds, you're going to start to create another little bullish pattern here, an ascending triangle within an ascending triangle, which will give you a breakout target within itself to around about there. But by breaking this level of resistance here, you're going to be on a larger retracement target. I'm going to show you that target exactly on the dollar, like that. So you start to break that resistance, you're looking at a minimal 56. I'm going to drop that in future reference just there. You're looking at 56656 price tag for Bitcoin, which is a whopper. We take a look at that. That's a beautiful long right there of around about 26% for Bitcoin. So at that point, you really are breaking out. You're starting to come up stairs just like you did here. Really break out impulsively, and you might coming through another retracement like an ABC. And it's at that point, if we can hold the ABC or even hold a retest of this resistance, back test and turn into support in a large retracement. If we don't come back down to retest these lows, you're not confirming bear market structure, and you're actually breaking out, and you've got impulsive structure after a correction down to these lows last year. Do you understand that? So that's your base, that's your low. You've come up impulsively, and right now you're correctively coming back to these lows, and you've held them at the moment, and you're creating a beautiful reversal pattern here to retrace to this high to take it out. So you're moving up impulsively, correctively, impulsively. Do you understand that? It's a bull market, it's not a bear market. This is corrective, this is impulsive, corrective. And right now you're looking at impulsive break, providing right now you don't lose these lows, or these lows are really important. If we hold these lows, this means your correction's in, your bottom's in, you're creating a reversal pattern, and you're looking to retrace. And it's all about this technical target here that you run into, that if Bitcoin starts to reject and starts to come back down and retest these lows, then it's a bear market, I'm afraid, So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. But right here, we've got a lovely little pattern. We've got a reversal pattern just there as well. Look, ascending triangle, W the bottom pattern. You're breaking out, you run into resistance, potentially falling back to the neckline just there, a support where the EMAs are as well, and then start to break out. You've got beautiful little reversal patterns within patterns here. It's very strong, and I'm seeing it not just on Bitcoin, but on altcoins, like Link and Cardano and VeChain and things like that. And they have come down in 5 waves as well. So there's no guarantees. Remember that, there's no guarantees. So for me, this would potentially be a key level of support. If he was to reject at that level of resistance, it could offer a little bit of a short, coming down to this support around about 5.77%, coming back down to this neckline. Do you see this neckline of this W double bottom pattern, which gives you a breakout target from here to here? Look, so this is your breakout target. You're breaking out, so that's actually a technical target, and that could actually be the technical target of the ascending triangle that you start to create like this. Start to create something like that, where you're holding the EMAs and you have a little breakout target. This is all sort of guesstimation. Let's have a look right now. You start to break out the resistance right there. Boom, you're on that technical target. So yeah, there's all patterns within patterns that Bitcoin's creating here. They're bullish reversal patterns. You slowly come up with stairs, okay, and you're holding support. No guarantees, obviously, but that's a key level resistance, 444,554, and this is a key level support just there for Bitcoin, that neckline and the EMAs that you might potentially start to fall back to if you start to run into this resistance and come back. 42023. Okay, I hope you understand that update for Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.